Greetings, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, and Scorpio Moon. Welcome to your Tarot Video Scope for October 2020 by amalightworker. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please remember to turn on the notification bell. For those of you who would like to know more, I have already uploaded a whole new reading for your sign and for each sign of the zodiac, and it is available for download and purchase through Vimeo. For those of you who are interested, the link is posted down here below in the show more description box. You may also choose to join. All you have to do is click the join button right here next to the subscribe. Sometimes if you're using your cell phone, the join button may not appear. You have to use your computer. When you join, you're going to have access to exclusive content that is not available anywhere else on the internet. You're going to have access to a third additional reading for each sign of the zodiac, among other services. These are general readings. Please remember to check the video for your rising sign and moon sign, because you are going to get additional information. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please visit my website www.amalightworker.com and email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. For the month of October, I am launching a new service called Spiritual Nutrition. I am combining my training as a nutritionist with my gift to read the Akashic Records. That's creating spiritual nutrition. It is being offered to you at a discounted price because it is a first-time service. 90 minutes for $175, and this price will be special, like a special offer for the month of October, or as a bundle, 4 sessions for $400 plus a bonus session. Feel free to email me or check out my website if you like to know more about this new service. Now let's focus on you, Scorpio Sun, Rising, and Moon. The general feeling that I am picking up for your sign has to deal with a certain feeling of dissatisfaction. You are going to be dealing with also some sort of a help or an insight into some deep and personal matters. Could also be about money. What is the judgment? What is a proclamation? A certain change needs to happen so that you can have the desired results. But please don't look at it as a signal that you have to quit. What you think about, this is what you are going to bring about. So in many ways, it is also a month of manifestation. Now I'm going to break this down one by one. The first card that wanted to show up for you is the Four of Cups. To me, it means dissatisfaction, stagnation, taking things for granted, refuse to acknowledge the good or the goodness. It's like you are focusing so much on what you don't have, you forget to focus and to be grateful for what you have. Sometimes when you start to wonder what could have been, this is not a good mental space for you to be at. Please understand that there are going to be important planetary movements, and on top of that, some planets are going to be retrograde, and on top of that, we're going to have 2 full moons, which is very unusual to have 2 full moons in the same month. A lot of emotions are going to steer from within. For some of you, you're going to have the impression that you are steering your own juices. And it's going to be a blend of enemies, people who are critical, bullies, coming out of nowhere or seemingly out of nowhere, coming out of the shadows. Just as you have a lot of people who support you, who give you compliments, or maybe who are going to speak highly of you against people who in some ways are trying to criticize you. You may feel that, in retrospect, you may feel that you should have done more by now. And if you go in that direction, please understand that it's very important that you understand when is it that you need to slow down, maybe temporarily, and where is it that you need to push forward. Due to certain planetary movements going retrograde, you are going to feel that you have to work harder than usual. You may have a tendency to feel like maybe your body, physically, you may want to slow down. Certain body pains and aches may flare up, but you are also going to find a better way to treat these conditions or even to figure out a proper diagnosis. Maybe that was the problem. I have a sense that for some of you, you could be focusing on some sort of a liquid diet. You may focus on hydration and drinking more water and liquids. Some of you may be going through some sort of a detoxing of some kind. This could be something that you are doing on purpose. Okay, it could be connected to helping your body to purge out all of these toxins in connection to your diet. Maybe you are simply trying to eliminate one thing from your diet. What is happening at an energetic level for all of us, and I'm saying all of us because I am a Scorpio rising, energetically, this is a month where we are going to feel that every layer of energy is being peeled off. All of these layers that no longer serve us. Could be things from the past, they may show up. And if you do find yourself in a circumstance where you are dealing with similar circumstances from the past, people from the past, memories of the past, problems of the past, it is because you have not 100% dealt with that problem. This could be about money, this could be about emotions in associated to these problems, because how else are you going to find your power? You have to know what's wrong so that you may fix it. An opportunity from the past, maybe a forgotten opportunity, may show up to be available to you again. For some of you, I have a sense that you are going to feel the need to reconnect with some people, maybe people that you haven't spoken in a long time. You could be the one picking up the phone, they may be the ones to contact you, but you are also going to take a much needed trip down the memory lane. Someone may be showing up out of nowhere to bring to you some good news, some information, or some words of wisdom, or some words that are truly going to motivate you and to give you courage. This could be a spiritual message. This could be a message in your dreams. Maybe you get a reading with someone and that reading is really going to encourage you or is going to give you a more realistic perspective. But it feels like help or information may show up from very unexpected sources. Pay attention to the timing of everything. You may have some timing clashes, you may have some scheduling clashes, you may have to act right away because certain stuff may show up as important and you have to address it right away. Could be connected to due dates. But I also have the sense that help will also show up for you in or from the most unexpected sources. The next card that you have is the King of Pentacles. I was going to say King of Stars. If it represents a person, usually it represents a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. This could be the sun sign, the rising sign, or the moon sign. This card may also represent you, Scorpio, if you have your moon on your rising sign in Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. It represents somebody who has a calm demeanor about them, who is proud, self-reliant, stays in charge, Someone who don't take risk, they speak very little, but when they do speak, they can captivate the attention of an audience. They provide, they sacrifice for their people, they stick by their own people, and they don't accept embarrassment. So that's the meaning of the cards. Now allow me to tune in so I can hear what the spirit has to tell you about these cards. You may be dealing with this King of Pentacles. For some of you, this King of Pentacles may show up as an authority figure who in some ways has all the answers for you. For some of you, this King of Pentacles has the power, the authority, or has the potential to help you to sort out a financial situation. Maybe about a lawsuit, maybe about a debt, credit cards, could be about taxes, filing taxes. At least in the United States, mid-October, we're going to have the deadline to file taxes. Just a reminder for all of you out there. For other ones, this King of Pentacles may show up as a person with whom potentially you may join forces to work together either on a project. You could join forces in the social scene to put something together, maybe at a social event. This King of Pentacles may show up to be a friend or an acquaintance who has a lot of connections, okay, that could be useful to you right now. I get a sense of some sort of a networking taking place, but this King of Pentacles may also be a boss, someone who has the power to give you a raise or to put in a good word for you so that maybe you have a promotion. But there's also another scenario, because this is a general reading, I have to mention all possible scenarios. For some of you, this King of Pentacles represents some sort of a challenge. If you are involved with this King of Pentacles in a financial matter, maybe you are married to them, there could be some friction of ideas. This could be a business partner, this could be a spouse, this could be someone that you are in a relationship with. There could be some friction of ideas. Maybe you don't always agree about how money should be spent. So the need may arise for you to sort out a situation between you and this King of Pentacles. Some of you are going to end up hiring someone for their services. Whoever you may end up consulting, or whoever may end up offering some help and insight to you, is going to turn out to be truly valuable. You are going to have the good luck and fortune of ending up hiring the best professionals. Whoever you may need to hire right now, a computer technician, an accountant, a lawyer, an editor, whoever, a mechanic, an electrician, whoever you may need to hire right now, you are going to end up hiring the very best. But I also have a sense that you are not going to settle for anything less. You are going to put an emphasis on quality, hiring people of high quality, high services. You're going to be looking at your life. How much quality has your life? How much quality have different areas of your life, your body, your health, your friendship, love. So it could also be about a breakthrough into a financial situation. The next card that you have is the Judgment card. So what is the proclamation? What do we think about this? When you get this card, it also means that you are about to get important news and important information. And it also means that something will be improving. It means that something that you are working at, okay, to get, you always keep doing the same thing. Therefore, you keep getting the same results. That doesn't mean that you have to quit, but maybe you have to make some adjustments. You have to change something. Okay, so that you can get a different result. This card also puts a lot of emphasis on personal property, personal relationships, new business ventures or partnerships, improved conditions, changes in habits, and changes in purpose. You may be feeling like you could feel the need to help somebody, maybe to offer your input, to offer your advice, or to help them in other ways. Now, don't be shocked or surprised here if you offer to do something for someone and you're going to feel like they don't accept your help or they're not acting based on your help. So it's very important also that you understand that you cannot help someone who is not ready, but you also have to be very careful of your boundaries. Yes, you do help, but make sure that you are not crossing boundaries. And also, if you are the one, could be a combination of both of these things. If you are the one looking for help or input or advice, make sure that you also understand where the boundaries should be. Because some people, yes, they may offer help, but then they keep it upon your head like, I helped you. For some of you, it's going to be about a legal circumstance. Maybe a legal circumstance that in some ways affects you, affects family members. Could be about your family of origin. Could be issues about family drama, family problems, problems with siblings, problems with a property, problems with land. Could be very old problems that may show up because additional information may be needed. Could be about courts. Could be about someone, one of the parties involved had enough and maybe they want to put a stop to it. So some legal proceedings may be required to complete or to finalize some sort of a circumstance. You're going to feel a calling. Maybe you have felt a calling towards a profession. Maybe you feel the higher calling of your soul, but you still need to figure out how to go about it. It's going to be a deep month of spiritual maturation, spiritual transformation, a month when you're going to feel like you're losing your faith, but then you are going to regain that faith. You're losing trust, but then you are going to regain that trust. For some of you, you may be dealing with big revelations coming at you out of nowhere. For other ones, it's going to be about courses of spiritual nature that you may be taking. You could be trained to learn a new skill or to develop further a skill that you have. Personal development, spirituality based courses, this is what I'm seeing. But also for some of you, you are going to take a little bit more of a hands-on approach or hands-on kind of training. I keep getting here that, the skeletons are coming out of the closet. This could be your own fear. This could be your own inner demons, your fears, in other words. This could be some bullshit that other people give you over and over again. But how you're going to go about it, how you're going to handle it is going to be different. If anybody is trying to put you down in some ways or criticize you, you are going to show them. You're going to know how to handle it with a lot of diplomacy. And when it comes to your own fears, it feels like you may have a significant breakthrough, particularly if you are in any kind of therapy. I don't know, it could be food therapy, could be like diet, that's a form of therapy, psychoanalysis, spiritual therapy, physical therapy. You are going to have an important breakthrough. You are going to regain a much deeper insight. When it comes to you and yourself, this is all about you and yourself. You're going to reach a deeper understanding, a point from which you cannot return when finally you are going to be so honest with yourself. Because maybe you think you are, but you don't know until you get to that point. For some of you, there could be talks and plans in the making, maybe not finalized just yet, but there's going to be talks about gatherings, social events, traveling. Where are we going to celebrate this holiday or that holiday, or what are we going to do about this? We need a plan. So it feels like yes, there's going to be important communications about it. Not necessarily everything is going to be finalized, but if you do happen to make important plans in October, whether it is about travel or social engagements or family gatherings, make sure that you are flexible. If you have like a deadline with your work, make sure that again you are flexible. You allow yourself extra time to replenish your energy to finish a project, even if it is about your daily life. Okay, and your daily chores, allow for extra time. Something physically with your health may show up for a minor adjustments. They're not necessarily using the word healing, they're just saying things may show up with your health because they need some minor adjustment. The next card that you have is from a different deck, and this is Watch Your Thoughts. It's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. Every thought creates an effect. There are no neutral thoughts. And your thought and your life reflects your thoughts. Occasionally, it happens to all of us to slip a little bit more into that negativity, into like what we don't have, into a self-critical mode, or even feeling sorry or pity for ourselves. It happens to everybody. But in October, for most of us Scorpios, that tendency may be a little bit more highlighted than usual. It is important that you recognize when you are having these negative thoughts, because the moment that you realize that you are thinking negatively, or maybe you are experiencing fear, or you are experiencing stress or anxiety, it's important that you cancel that negative thought with a positive one. So for some of you, working with affirmations may be good, working with a vision board, because that's how you're going to channel, that's how you're going to get closer to your true divine desires. You have the power to manifest for the highest good of your soul. If you do happen to feel a little bit negative or experiencing some sort of fear or low vibration feelings, also understand that you are also going to find a very good method about how to balance that. But it is important that you recognize what feeling you are experiencing. Every feeling at some point needs to come to a surface where you can see it, you can recognize it, and you can deal with it. I'm going back to this card because they're telling me to put these two together. There is something about water here. Both of these cards emphasize water. Okay, hydration, water, being near water, taking a bubble bath, maybe a spa experience, pampering yourself. There's a little bit of romance in the air for some of you. This may turn out to be the most romantic month of the year. And for some of you, you may attract either during this time a love partner. You may attract an acquaintance who's going to turn out to be a really good friend. You are going to attract a person who's going to be very helpful and useful. But do pay attention to how much time you spend near water, maybe walking by water, or maybe like a water feature in your home, because it's going to help you to calm you down, to keep you at a better state of equilibrium. But this is also about imagination. Your imagination, your intuition is going to be heightened. You could be having like a huge revelation simply in your own dreams. So trust your intuition, because your intuition is going to be on point. You may come up with brilliant ideas. You may finally start to write that book. Whatever ideas You may come up, if you are creative by nature, you may end up creating one of the most important pieces. You may end up creating the most beautiful book, or if you are working on your website, you may end up making major improvements to your websites. Basically, it's going to feel like you were in the dark, and then boom, now you're stepping into the light. You were in the background, okay, in the darkness. Now boom, you are stepping into the light. So stepping more into your own power. I hope that this is making sense to you. Please do leave me a comment down here below. I'm curious to hear from you. And if you'd like to know more, you can always go to the Vimeo videos. For those of you who are interested for download and purchase, the link is down here below. Or you can choose to join the membership. Click join right here next to the subscribe. That's going to take you to the membership space when you can choose you can choose the tier that is most appealing to you. Email me for a private reading, amalightworker@gmail.com, or visit my website, www.amalightworker.com. Thank you very much for being here, and I will reconnect with you, Scorpio, in the next video. Bye for now.